Hi, everyone. We're going to try an experiment today. I recorded myself teaching a class up in Thornton, Colorado a couple of weeks ago, and we are going to practice to that class that I taught. So you'll hear my voice, but it's me from a few weeks ago in a studio, but you'll see me doing the asana with you today. So let's try it on. It'll be an abrupt sound shift, but I think it'll be okay.
Some variation of man is most nearly himself when he achieves the seriousness of a child at play. Man is most nearly himself when he achieves the seriousness of a child at play. So even if you don't have children, you've been around children, and you know how seriously and intensely they can be in something. Isaac, when he was 2, had this like rubber cow thing that was like a balloon, but like rubber. And I showed it to him, ready for him to like step on it and start bouncing, right? He looked at it and was like, he picked it up by the horn and started whacking it around. And was just like, so curious about this thing. Whereas as adults, we've been trained to think this is how things should be. This is how things should go. So likely you all have yoga mats. So you've all done yoga, asana at least a few times. And you definitely have a way that you think things should go, likely, or feel. So tonight's practice, I invite you to be very seriously playful. Okay, I'll have you start in child's pose. Jamie will be doing hands on assist. If anybody would not like hands on assist from child's pose, just look up and say, no, thank you, or give her a little wave. And you're allowed to change your mind halfway through the practice or at any moment in the practice. Take a deep breath in. Jamie, would you grab some blocks for them? Deep breath out. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Notice how your body's feeling physically, mentally, emotionally right now. And my invitation to you is to let it be exactly as it is, exactly as it isn't. Bring your palms to touch each other. Plant your elbows on the floor and bring your thumbs towards the back of your head to create a gentle, deeper stretch in your shoulders. You're welcome to stay here or bring your elbows up onto blocks if you want an even deeper stretch. And bring them on the flat height. Feel your fingertips touching each other. Gently pull the pit of the belly in and up towards the spine. Take one more breath cycle in here. Fully empty out. Tabletop. Come up onto your hands and knees. Get present to your hands. Spread the fingertips out. Pull the pit of the belly in and up towards the spine. Inhale to cow pose. Look up towards the ceiling. Exhale, cat pose. On your own timing, do that 3 or 4 more times. Get present to what your eyes are seeing along the way. Press your hands down and either pull them back or press them down and forward, depending on the pose you're in. Take one more breath cycle. Come to a neutral spine tabletop. Reach the right fingertips forward towards the front of the room and extend the left foot towards the back of the room. Bird dog pose. Deep breath in. Pull pit of belly to spine, pull elbow to knee on your exhale underneath, round your spine. Do that 2 more times. Inhale, extend. Exhale, pull elbow to knee. 1 more time. Inhale, reach. Love the breath. Exhale, pull in. Reach out on the inhale, tabletop on your exhale to the other side. Reach the left arm forward, kick the right leg back. On your inhale, expand. On the exhale, pull in. I like to do a fist and pull in a little like Napoleon Dynamite, like, yes. As you pull in, reach out. Yeah, remember, we're seriously playing. Pull in on your exhale. Once you feel complete, take downward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Focus your eyes to one spot. Breathe on purpose. Put a slight bend in the elbows. If you need movement, take movement. 3-legged dog, right leg high. So 1 breath in here, any wiggles and wobbles you need to do. And switch sides. 3-legged dog, left leg high. Welcome to bend the knee, roll the hip open, take one breath. And ragdoll at the back of your mat. Your feet hip distance or wider apart. Grab onto opposite elbow creases or clasp your hands at the base of your spine to create a chest expansion. If you're serious, notice if you're serious in a grown-up way or in a curious, childlike way. Yeah, it could be like some horse lips. Release your hands, walk your hands to the front of your mat, downward facing dog. Deep breath in, walk your feet to the front of your mat, ragdoll. Grab onto your block, a block, and put it between your inner thighs, either narrow or medium width. Gently squeeze the block, lift and spread your toes. A slight bend in the knees. Squeeze the block as you press down, rise up, extended mountain pose. Deep breath in. Draw hands to heart center, breathe out. And look up here at me. Bring your hands out like this. Go like this. Wah, 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 wah. These lobster claw hands are great for pulling your front ribs in. So everybody bring one hand to your ribs and pull your front ribs in, and then stretch the other arm high. Pull the front ribs in and stretch the other arm high. You're winning it, Simon says right now. Deep breath in. Touch the palms together like you're giving yourself a high five. Draw hands in heart center. 3 big ohms, the sound of universal consciousness. Inhale. Deep breath in. Release your hands by your side, stand tall, squeeze the block gently. Extended mountain pose, squeeze the block, reach high. Forward fold, exhale, squeeze the block, slight bend in the knees. Flat back, breathe in. High plank, breathe out, waddle, waddle, waddle back to high plank. Shift your weight forward, breathe in, look forward. On your exhale, take low plank, chaturanga. Inhale to cobra or up dog, listen. Back to low plank, chaturanga, breathe out. High plank to downward facing dog. So that is always available for you if you're wanting a little extra oomph in the practice. From up dog, you can take a low plank back to downward dog. I won't cue it again, but know that it's available. Lift your heels, look to the front of your mat, squeeze the block and step or jump or waddle to the front of your mat or jog, waddle. I love that. Flat back, breathe in. Squeeze the block, forward fold, breathe out. Rise up, extended mountain pose. Press down, pull in, lift up. Forward fold on the exhale. I love the breath. Flat back, breathe in. High to low plank, waddle, 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 waddle. Seriousness of a child at play, up dog. What's even possible? Move through your vinyasa to downward facing dog. Press down through the base of the pointer fingers and thumbs. Another big breath in. Another big breath out. Lift your heels, look to the front of your mat. Jump, waddle, jog to the front. It's on the exhale. Flat back, breathe in. Fold, breathe out. Extended mountain pose. One more sun salutation A. Forward fold, exhale. How serious are you at this game? Flat back, breathe in. High to low plank on your exhale. Curious what's possible. Up dog on your inhale. Downward facing dog on the exhale. Lower your forearms to the mat, dolphin pose. An option to clasp the hands. Deep breath in. Squeeze the block, breathe out. Soften the neck and jaw. Curious, what's possible? Breathe out. On your next inhale, walk back up to downward facing dog. Notice which hand you went with first. So next time you can do the other hand first. Lift the heels, look forward. Exhale, step, jump, jog, waddle, front of mat. Flat back, breathe in. Forward fold, take the block away, breathe out. Chair pose, inhale. Create the same action as if you had the block between the inner thighs. So it's called pretending. We watch a lot of Daniel Tiger in our house and he's like, do you want to make believe with me? So can you imagine the block there without it being there? Squeeze in. Take a deep breath in, and on your exhale, sit 2 inches lower. Press the shoulder blades in towards the spine, breathe in. Bow forward as though you have the block, breathe out. Flat back, breathe in. Focus your eyes, high to low plank. Keep the focus of your eyes out in front of your mat. On your inhale, take your gaze up towards the top of the wall, downward facing dog. Right foot forward, warrior one. Curious, what's possible? Can you actually feel the center of the back heel? Yeah, beautiful. That's like you read my mind. Lift the front of the pelvis up towards the belly button. Take your lobster claw hands. Check in with your ribs. Pull the front ribs in as you pull the shoulders back. Deep breath in, reach up. High to low plank on your exhale. Option to float your right foot as you take the chaturanga and set it down for the up dog. Downward facing dog, left foot forward, warrior one. Breathe as you go at your own pace. Press into the center of the back heel. Lift the back toes off the mat. Yes. Breathe a lift in the inner arch if it helped you to do the lobster hands. I guess it's like the chicken dance, but lobster hands. I'm combining two things. Pull the front ribs in, then press the shoulders back while you keep the front ribs in. Take another breath in, stretch up, look up. High to low plank, breathe out. Inhale, upward dog. See what you're looking at, downward facing dog, breathe out. I'll take you through 2 more sun salutations B. 1-ish inhale or exhale per move, but it's your practice, so you move at the pace that you need to. Lift your heels, look forward as if you had a block between your inner thighs. Step or jump to the front of the mat. Flat back, breathe in, squeeze in with the legs. Forward fold, squeeze in with the legs. Chair pose, inhale, draw the front ribs in. Forward fold, breathe out. Halfway lift, breathe in. High to low plank, alternate which foot you step back with first. Up dog on your inhale, down dog, exhale. Right foot forward, warrior one. Take 1 breath and draw the front ribs in as you pull the shoulders back. High to low plank, breathe out. Inhale, upward dog, see something. Downward facing dog, left foot forward, warrior one. Draw the front ribs in, pull the shoulders back. High to low plank as you empty your lungs. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Check in with how your body's feeling right now. Put a slight bend in the knees. Squeeze the legs towards each other as if you had a block between the inner thighs. 1 more sun B. Curious, what's possible? Can you lunge deeper? Do you need to back off? Bring in the seriousness of your childlike self. Lift your heels, look forward. Exhale, travel from the mat. Flat back, breathe in. Fold, what's possible? How deep can you go? Chair pose, how low can you go? Forward fold, breathe out. Flat back, breathe in. High to low plank. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. What's possible in this warrior one? Right foot forward. How low can you lunge? Pull the front ribs in. High to low plank on the exhale. Inhale, upward dog. Focus the eyes, downward dog. Left foot forward, warrior one. How long can you lunge? How low? High to low plank. Exhale. Only you know what's possible in your body, so see. And not from the place of like, I think I know, because that's whatever stories you've made up. Like, go back to the childlike self in you that is like, yeah, what is possible? Can I even do this? Take dolphin pose again, lower with the other arm first. This time, clasp the hands if you haven't already. And tiptoe your feet 6 inches closer to your face. Draw the front ribs in, squeeze your legs together as if you had a block between the inner thighs. Ujjayi breath in. Ujjayi breath out. Ujjayi breath in. And out. Downward dog. Come up with the other hand first. You're like, which one did I do? Now you know which one you did, right? Right foot forward, crescent lunge. Lift the front of the pelvis up towards the belly button. See how far forward you can walk the toes, the front foot. Yeah, you got more. You got it. Yeah, all the way. You need to use your chicken hand lobster claws to draw the front ribs in. Do that and pull the shoulders straight back. Inhale, pull the sides of the body up. Twist to the right, revolve crescent lunge. Vertical or hook the elbow across. And from right here, what's possible? Press the left hip back so that's the hip closest to the mirror. Simon says, press that hip back as you look further to the right. Take one more breath in, soften your jaw, breathe out. Crescent lunge, breathe in. Warrior two, breathe out. Reverse warrior, breathe in. Extended side angle, exhale, stay. Check in with your feet, align your front heel behind your second toes. What are those toes? What's the cue? Second. Behind your second and third toes. Lift and spread the toes, pull the thigh bones in and see how low can you go into that front knee lunge. Yeah, is there 2 more inches available? Another breath in, another breath out. Reverse triangle for funsies, big side body stretch back. High to low plank, up dog, down dog, or any variation your body wants to explore. Left foot forward, crescent lunge. I just started wondering about when things don't go the way that they want them to go, how do they respond? And then we're like, just breathe. And the kids are like, no. Don't tell me to breathe. At least that's what my kid says. Draw the front ribs in. Pull the sides of the body up. Twist to the left towards the mirror. Pull belly button to spine. Press the right hip back. You pull the left shoulder back. Take your eyes as far to the left as they can go. Crescent lunge on your inhale. Warrior two on your exhale. Reverse warrior, breathe in. Extended side angle, breathe out. Continue the inhales and exhales. Lift and spread your toes. Pull the thigh bones in towards midline. Pull in towards mid. See what you're looking at. Wait, that's the cue I'm not supposed to say, right? We don't want to see. We get present to what your eyes are looking at. Deep breath in. Lunge as deep as you can go. Breathe out. Reverse triangle, big stretch up. Woo! High to low plank, breathe out. Vinyasa, up dog, down dog of your choice. From this down dog, notice how your body's feeling. Come down to dolphin pose. Clasp the hands, draw the front ribs in, tiptoe your toes as close as you can go. See if you can get your hips, just see if you can get your hips all the way over your shoulders. Yeah, deep breath in, deep breath out, deep breath in. Downward facing dog, use the opposite hand to come up first. Lift the heels, look forward. Exhale, step or jump to the front of the mat. Flat back, breathe in. Fold, breathe out. Extended mountain pose, inhale, stretch the arms overhead. Eagle, right leg over, right arm under. Squeeze the shin bones towards each other. Lift the front of the pelvis up. Yeah, the childlike self is always like, look, mom, what I can do. And then they immediately fall over and they're not mad about it. It's just like, oh, try again. Extended mountain pose. Inhale, draw the front ribs in, shoulders back. Eagle, left leg over, left arm under. Put your eyes to one spot. Soften your jaw, squeeze the legs in, draw the shoulder blades in towards the spine. Extended mountain pose, inhale. Figure 4, right ankle across the left thigh. Press the ankle and the thigh together. Get curious. Do you want to hinge forward and bring the forearms onto the inner shin? You want to bring your hands to the floor or some blocks for 5, for 4, for 3, 2, 1. Extended mountain pose. Plant both feet down. Feel the feet into the floor. Figure 4, left ankle across the right thigh. Listen for your breath. Get curious how deeply and slowly you can breathe and go to wherever you want to take the pose for 5, for 4, for 3, 2, 1. Extended mountain pose. Inhale. Bow forward, exhale. Set your blocks up out in front of your mat on the tall height. Take a flat back, breathe in. Fold, breathe out. Extended mountain pose, inhale. Standing leg raise, right leg up into the right corner. Take your knee towards the corner of your mat. An option to look over your left shoulder. Your eyeballs land on a human, soften your lips and jaw. Send them pew pew, like balls of love is what I call those. They're like pink. Pew pew. Deep breath in. Come back to center, breathe out. Kick your right leg forward and up. We'll do 5 karate kicks up. Go, wah, ha, ha. You're very serious. Airplane pose, kick back. Rotate the inner thigh of the lifted leg. So white TTs, remember that inner hamstring that we were after on Monday night? Rotate that inner thigh up towards the ceiling. Deep breath in, lift up and out to half moon. Yeah, ta-da, your block's right there. You planned ahead. Pull your toes of your lifted leg towards your kneecap. And draw your toes 3 inches towards the lobby of your lifted leg. Yeah, then press your leg. See how high you can go. Forward fold, shimmy, shake it out. Flat back, breathe in. Hold, breathe out. Extended mountain pose, inhale. Standing leg raise, left leg up into the left. Left corner. Yeah, so you can keep the hips level. Ujjayi breath. Imagine your chicken hand, lobster hands. Draw the front ribs in as you pull the shoulders straight back. Bring your leg back forward. Kick your arms overhead. Kick your arms. Reach the arms overhead and kick for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Airplane. Pull your toes of your lifted foot towards your kneecap. Rotate the inner thigh of the lifted leg up towards the ceiling. 5, 4, 3, breathe, 2, blast off to the half moon. Open your body, half moon. Take a peek at your bottom foot. Can you align your heel behind your second and third toe? Curious. A little bit more difficult. Maybe. One more breath in. See how high you can lift your leg. Forward fold, shake it out. Flat back, breathe in. High to low plank, breathe out. If you're noticing that I'm skipping some poses, you get 10 points. Up dog to down dog. Grab a block, put it between your inner thighs. Dolphin pose. Clasp the hands. Tiptoe your feet as close in towards your face as you can. Waddle, waddle. See if you can get your hips all the way up over your shoulders. Deep breath. Now get curious. Can you lift your right heel to your right butt cheek? Set it down. This is real advanced, Simon Says. Can you lift your, Simon Says, lift your left heel to your left butt cheek? Squeezing the block. Set it down. Downward facing dog. Take the block away. Are you so serious? Serious. Lift your right leg up in the air behind you. Three-legged dog. Breathe in. Draw knee towards nose. Breathe out. Kick way far back. Breathe in. Draw knee to right elbow. Breathe out. Kick real far back. Breathe in. Draw the knee across towards left elbow. Kick back. Breathe in. Knee to nose. Breathe out. Pause. Breathe in. Crescent lunge. Breathe out. Inhale. Open to warrior two on your exhale. Reverse warrior. Breathe in. Extended side angle, breathe out. Triangle pose, straighten the right leg, the front leg. Bring your breath back in, lift your toes up. Squeeze the legs in towards midline. Soften your jaw, and if you can, take your eyes up the wall, maybe to your top thumb. A little bend in both knees. Take another breath in. Deep breath out. Rise up, star pose into horse pose. Sit your hips low. We're gonna do something fun. Warrior one breath. Tuck your thumbs in. Wrap your fingers around your thumbs. Elbows in towards center. And on your inhale, very seriously go. And on your exhale, go. And make that squishy face. Two more. Straighten the legs, palms up, soften your face. Nothing to see, everything's normal. Pyramid pose, face the front of your mat. Clasp your hands behind your back or hands to hips. If you need a strap, I love using a strap here. Press into the back heel as you fold over your front leg. Set your eyes to one spot and breathe. Press into the center of the back heel. Send the spine forward and down. One more breath in. Breathe out. Lift up halfway. Bring your left hand to a block or your shin, twisting triangle. Right hand high. You lost access to the back heel, then back off of the twist so that you can ground your back heel down. Breathe very seriously, inhale. And take your twist deeper, look up towards the ceiling, exhale. High plank, inhale. Low plank, exhale. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left leg high, breathe in. Knee towards nose, breathe out. Kick really far back. Knee towards left elbow, exhale. Kick as high as you can go. Across, exhale. Kick back. Knee to nose, land the foot. Crescent lunge, create a vinyasa. Inhale, reach up. Warrior two, breathe out. Very serious, reverse warrior, breathe in. Extended side angle, breathe out. Take a deep breath in. Trikonasana, triangle pose, straighten the front leg. Soften your jaw. Get present to where your eyes are in space. Lift and spread the toes. Pull the legs in. Little to no weight in the bottom hands. Rise up, star pose, inhale. Horse pose, exhale. Let's do the breathing again. Thumbs in, wrap the fingers around. Sit as low as you can go, and go. 2 more. 1 more. Straighten the legs, palms up. I just love the contrast of going real intense to real light. Pyramid pose, face the front of your mat. Clasp the hands in some form. Deep breath in. Bow over your leg, breathe out. Press into the center of the back heel so you can create a little, and lift the toes. Another breath in. See how far you can go, breathe out. Lift up halfway, inhale. Twisting triangle. Left hand high. Audible, foggy breaths. Press down into the back heel, lengthen the crown of your head towards the front of the room, and look to the left, up. Another breath in. Downward facing dog, breathe out with a block between the inner thighs. You're sensing a pattern here. Lower the forearms down to the mat. Clasp the hands. Tiptoe your feet in as close as you can to your face. See if you can kick your right heel to your right butt cheek. Keep it there. See if you can lift the left heel to your butt cheek. Set it down. Do the other side, lift the left heel to the butt cheek. See if you can also lift the right heel to the butt cheek. So they're both up in the air. Come on down. Come down to your knees, look up here at me. So what we're going for is here. If you would like to, you can rest the crown of your head on the floor and kick a butt cheek, set it down. Kick a butt cheek, set it down. Maybe you kick both butt cheeks and set them down. Curious. Yeah, try it out. You try. If you choose to set the head down, most of the weight stays, the strength stays in the arms. Yay! You must have tried something. Squeeze the block, squeeze the block. Take 1 more breath cycle. Did you see that? How'd that feel? You had both our feet up in the air, y'all. Come on down onto your belly. Take locust pose or sphinx pose on your belly. How'd that feel? Nice. Either sphinx pose or locust pose. Clasp the hands behind the back if you want to take locust pose and breathe. Lift the front of the pelvis up towards the belly button, pit of belly to spine. Deep breath. Release. If there's anything out to the sides of your body, bring it to like the front of the mat so get stuff out a little bit out of the way. Deep breath. Floor bow, bend your knees, grab your ankles. Curious, pull pit of belly to spine. Kick back, go. Floor bow. Try on rocking and see if you could rock over to your side. Right side, go right side first. So you go there. And then rock back to center. Pull belly button to spine and rock over to the other side. And back to center. How can anybody take themselves so seriously? Do that. Release. Splat, look towards the mirror. Notice your heartbeats. Deep breaths. Downward facing dog. Deep breaths. All right, we did it. Lift your heels, look forward. Step or jump to the front of the mat, flat back, breathe in. Forward fold, breathe out. Chair pose, inhale. Boat pose, exhale. Boat pose. Yeah, Christine didn't nail the choose. She like the energy of the child, seriousness. Boat pose, try it on. Take a deep breath in. Take 5 counts to lower down to your back. Go 5, 4, 3, 2, bridge pose. Grab a block, put it between your inner thighs. Lift the tailbone up towards the ceiling. Breathe on purpose, see on purpose. Bring your hands alongside your shoulders, plant your palms into the floor, your feet back 4 inches. Yeah, right there. Option to see if you could lift up to the crown of the head or beyond. Breathe, stay or come down. 5 more of those. Lift up, see, just see what's possible. And come back down, yeah, bridge or wheel. And come back up again. Breathe, feel your hands and feet into the mat. Focus and stay or come down. I lost count. Anybody? 3, so 2 more, 3 more. Go back up. Feel your hands and feet, squeeze the legs. Stay or come down. Breathe, go back up. What's possible from right here? Stay or come down. Last one. Last one, go up for 5, 4, 3, 2, come down. Either knock your knees in towards each other or take Supta Baddha Konasana with the feet together, knees apart. Bring one hand to heart, one hand to belly. Feel your belly and chest rise with the inhales and exhales. Scissor legs, right leg down. Clasp the fingers behind the head or bring fingertips to the back of the head. Pulse the shoulders up towards the ceiling. Go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, switch. Go for 10, 9, 8. What's possible? How strong can you get? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 60-30 leg lift. Bring the legs up in the air. Option to put a block between the inner thighs here. Get curious. Plant the palms alongside the hips. Inhale. On your exhale, squeeze the legs towards each other as you lower partway. Breathe in. Stay or come down 30 more. Deep breath in. Stay or come down to a hover. Deep breath in. Exhale, lift the legs back up. Do one more round. Inhale. Exhale, lower the legs 30 degrees. Deep breath in. Stay or come down 30 more. Pull belly button to spine. Stay or come down to a hover. Stay for the inhale. Lift the legs back up. Move right away into yogi bicycle sit-ups. Bring opposite elbow towards opposite knee. Curious, can you keep both hips on the floor as you twist to each side? Go for 10 more seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hug the knees in. You already did boat pose, so good work. Rock and roll front to back on your mat. High to low plank, up dog, down dog. One more little practice session with the inversion. Do I dare call it headstands? There's attachment to the word headstand, but really what you've been doing the whole practice is working your way in the string. So come down onto the forearms, clasp the hands, tiptoe your feet in towards each other or towards center, your face. Words sometimes are difficult. Option to set the crown of your head lightly on the floor as you bring one foot up, not up in the air, just kick your butt. And see if you can balance with both knees like a cannonball. Cannonball balance. For 5, 4, Pull the front ribs in towards each other. And slowly come down. Runner's lunge. That was a beautiful somersault. You should stand up and go like this. That was great. Runner's lunge, right foot forward. Runner's lunge, right foot forward. You want to bring both hands inside the front foot. Hug the knee in towards the shoulder. Bring your breath in. Galaxy pose, turn the toes out. 45 degrees, twist to the right. Any variation that would feel good in your body here. You want to look to the tip of your nose or close your eyes, you're welcome to. Half pigeon, right leg forward. That's no good for your right knee. Come onto your back. We have lots of time here. So if you want to spend a few breaths in sleeping pigeon, you can. Your shoulders are also nice and warm and open. So if you want to work on mermaid pose, you can come up and slide the foot. Simon says, try crazy things and bring your hands together over your head. Soften your jaw. Soften your jaw. I just said soften your job. Soften. Yeah. Deep breaths here. If your mind has started to wander, bring it back. You can count your inhale 1, count your exhale 2, 3, all the way to 10, and then begin again. Take one more breath cycle. We get curious, how deeply can you go on the exhale? And downward facing dog. Pedal through your legs, any movement your body needs. Runner's lunge, left leg forward. Outside your left hand. Hug the knee in towards the shoulder for this first 30 seconds of hip opening. Option to lower to the forearms on blocks or the floor. Galaxy pose, turn the toes out, the knee out, twist to the left. Use your breath. Take one more breath cycle here. See how far you can go. Half pigeon or lay on your back for supine figure 4. Get present to your breath in and out. You have 60 more seconds here. Danny, the next place you'll go. And from there, look at your toes. That's where you. Yeah, tomorrow. 30 more seconds. Would you like my demo though? You really nailed it. Take your slowest inhale. On your slowest exhale, surrender a little further. Downward facing dog. Any movement. Double pigeon, right leg in front or right leg on top. Pull your toes towards your kneecaps. Yeah. Inhale, sit up tall. You can pull on the front of your knees to sit up tall. If you feel plenty stretch, stay here. If you want more, bring your hands forward to the mat. Take an inhale. Exhale, crawl your hands 1 inch further forward. Exhale. Do that 2 more times. Inhale. Crawl your hands forward. Exhale. It might be 1 millimeter further forward. 1 more breath cycle. And go. Double pigeon, left leg in front or left leg on top. Inhale. Sit up tall. Exhale. Walk your hands forward. Go to the edge. See how far you can go with each exhale. Then inhale, stay and expand. Then exhale 1 millimeter or more forward. 3 more breath cycles like that. One more. Supine single leg extension, right leg up. And on your back, grab a strap if you like to wrap around your toes. You could have the left knee bent or straight. Just like you did in the double pigeon where you were like, what's possible? How much further can I go? Try that with each exhale. Go for gadget arms. Switch legs. Supine single leg extension. Man is most himself when he achieves the seriousness of a child at play. What is possible? One more breath. Release, seated forward fold. Move your sit muscles out from under your sit bone. Pull your toes back. You could start with a big bend in the knees or a little bend. You could use the strap and fold. Soften your jaw. It's like we take the tension out of the legs and put it in our jaws and lips. Soften. Take 3 more breaths. See how slowly you can breathe in. And use the exhale to see how far you can go. 2 more. One more. Take fish pose. Tuck your thumbs underneath your hips, lean back onto the elbows, puff the chest up, and go back. Shift your weight back so your elbows open a bit more and the crown of your head reaches towards the floor. You want some lion's breath, breathe in through the nose, touch your chin with your tongue. Say, one more, get weird. Come on down onto your back. What'd you say? All right, go upside down. One more upside down. Could be headstand again, waterfall, shoulder stand. You're gonna do headstand, do it at the back of your mat. Lisa, bring your elbows closer together. Yeah. Use your breath. You're in shoulder stand. I want to take plow pose. Bring your toes towards the floor. Ear pressure pose. And down onto your back. Move into a supine twist with one or both knees to the right, towards the back, go whatever direction, there's plenty. Couple of breaths. And switch sides. Take as many breaths here as you need to, and then come back to center. However else you want to wrap up your practice. You want a happy baby, a Supabhata. Final relaxation, Savasana. The cool towels are on the back left corner of your mat. If you want to put them over your forehead or your throat. Settle into full relaxation. If you would like to have one hand on your belly, one hand on your heart, please do that. Let the Ujjayi breath go. You can do open mouth exhale. Ha. Come back to your normal, natural breathing. If thoughts come up, let them go. See how deeply you can surrender and how quiet you can let your mind be. Take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, invite some movement into your fingers and toes. It would feel good to rock your head side to side or stretch your arms to the wall behind you. And roll over to either side into a fetal position. Acknowledge yourself for moving and breathing. With hopefully some serious child play this evening. When ready, come up to a seated position. You could have your eyes closed or look to a spot in front of you. Touch your palms together at the center of your chest, Anjali Mudra. Let your thumbs rest against your sternum. And notice your breath. You might even notice your heartbeat. We'll close the practice together with a sea of ohms. So once you finish your ohm, begin the next one on your own timing. We'll do 3. Inhale. Your thumbs to the middle of your forehead. May all beings everywhere be blessed with happiness and freedom. May the thoughts, words, and actions of our own lives contribute to that happiness and freedom for all. We bow forward in gratitude for this practice that came to us from India and brought us together this evening. Thank you.